Hello everyone, my name is Historic Productions, and welcome to my first ever video on my channel. And today, we're doing a book review on the famous book everyone probably never heard is On a Sea of Glass, The Life and Loss of the RMS Titanic. And as you can see on the front of the page, on the cover, you can see the Titanic's going down by the head on our port side. Because, yeah, so basically, the book it says right here, on the night of April 14, 15 of 1912, a brand new, supposedly unsinkable ship, the largest and most luxurious vessel in the world at the time, collided with an iceberg and sank on her maiden voyage of 2,208 people on board. Only 712 passengers were saved. The rest either drowned or froze to death in the icy cold waters of the North Atlantic. How could this unsinkable vessel sink, and why did so few of those aboard survive? So basically, yeah, it tells the whole story of the Titanic from the day she was launched to the day she struck the berg and went down, leaving 1,500 people in the freezing cold waters of the North Atlantic. Only one boat came back and picked up some passengers from the ice field. So yeah, everything that happened in this book it's unremarkable how detailed this book is at telling the story of the RMS Titanic. So the Titanic had two sister ships, which was the Olympic and the Britannic. The Olympic is the older sister, is basically the older sister of the Titanic at that point. And the way she survived through World War I after all those years. And then unfortunately, Olympic got scrapped. I know it's sad, but I wish Olympic would have been here to this day. It would have been cool and all to see her, but the Great Depression happened. The crash of 29. That was really sad to hear about that. So basically, Titanic is a four-funnel steamer. She wasn't the first four-funnel steamer at the time. The first four-funnel steamer was the Kaiser Wilhelm the Grosse. And so basically White Star Line was like a rival to Cunard. You see which company compete at each other. So basically, Cunard Line made Lusitania, Mauretania, and Aquitania to have like more speed than luxury. And for White Star Line, they decided to have Titanic for the Olympic class ships to be more luxurious rather than speed, and so on. Everything was going well with the White Star Line, so basically Titanic has 24 lifeboats on each side. Got 8 lifeboats on each side of on the boat deck, counting as 24 lifeboats, including the collapsible A, B, C, and D. Titanic was powered by 24 Scotch boilers, and she had 2 giant reciprocating engines, that powered the 2 outer wing propellers, and she had a Ford driven only Parsons turbine engine at the time, for the single, for the central propeller. Yeah, the central propeller. So basically, the engines would drive these propellers to propel the ship, just to propel the ship through the water. So yeah, it even has some pictures of deck plans of the ship right here. As you can see, these are the deck plans for the RMS Titanic. It shows all the stuff that was built. Like, you got the dog kennels, the reciprocating engine room, the boiler room from 6 to 1. And luckily, they had on the regular Titanic, on the propeller, on one of the propeller blades, they had the number 401 on one of the blades. How unique was that? To see a picture of one of Titanic's propeller blades on the wreck that had the 401 on it. That was basically carved into the blade itself, which basically engraved it. They engraved the number, meaning Titanic and Olympic were not switched. I don't know what came up with the switch theory and all that. And that's just ridiculous. So basically, Glass has some amazing pictures. As you can see, the lounge, the dining room, one of the cabins, so on. Yeah. And it shows the grand staircase. This picture of the grand staircase probably belonged to the RMS Olympic, because there weren't no known photographs of Titanic's grand staircase. And Captain Smith, the captain of the ill-fated RMS Titanic, unfortunately he died when he passed away during the sinking. At the end of the sinking, him and Thomas Andrews were on the bridge the night when the bridge was starting to go under, started to get submerged. I believe Thomas Andrews or Captain Smith said this: "She is going. You have no time." I can't remember the line. So basically, yeah. So yeah. Unfortunately, Captain Smith's body was never recovered or never found. So as Thomas Andrews, the designer of Titanic. Yeah, I would like to give a shout out to Sam from Historic Travels for recommending this book to me, because this book is amazing. I highly recommend every new viewer, if I would get this book. It's amazing. So yeah, Titanic is a one of a kind book, and it has a lot of pictures in it. So I would like to, she the nomadic during her stay in Cherbourg, France. They had two tender boats, the Nomadic and the Traffic. They would bring passengers to Titanic, because Titanic's too large to fit in the docks in Cherbourg, as you know. And during one of Titanic's days out at sea, the wireless radio broke, and Jack Phillips and Harold Bride tried fixing it, even though they weren't supposed to, because in the manual says do not fix. So alright, give a like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this video.